Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I thought we could do a little fall makeup look with some of the new collections that I have here. Some of them are from fall collections now, and some of them are from summer collections. And I thought we could just mix and match and do like a really beautiful eye look. So before we go any further in the video, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or our hot coffee. Let's have a sip and let's get started. I have a mixture of a few different brands here. I have some Chanel, I have some Dior, I have some Chantecaille, I have some Gelée. So we'll just kind of like mix and match. The inspiration for this look is this Chanel palette here, number 332 Noir Suprême. And I want to go into the red shade and just put that on the lid and kind of buff it out. I'm kind of going for like a fall foliage type of look, even though the leaves haven't turned yet because it's still September. But I didn't know that apple picking season has already started. Apparently it started in like August, just depending on like which apples you want to get. We have friends who've been apple picking like 3 times already. So I'm going in with this brush here. I'm going to go ahead and include a list of the makeup brushes used for the look today. So just going in with that red at first, I'm just going to place this on the mobile lid. There is a little bit of fallout with this color, but that's okay. We're going to do our face makeup after. So in a previous video, I briefly mentioned that my husband and I are going on vacation and we've booked the tickets. We're going to France. I am so excited. I think I've had the song Les Champs-Élysées stuck in my head for weeks now. I'm just like, I hope that doesn't get me demonetized. It's crazy, like sometimes. Anyway, so we are going for 3 weeks. It's very exciting. I didn't think we were going to go that long, but my husband just has a lot of vacations. So he's like, let's go for 3 weeks. So I was like, okay. So we are going to go to Paris, obviously, because that's where we're going to land. And we're going to spend quite a bit of time in Paris because, I mean, there's so much to do, you know? And we have similar tastes, my husband and I, when it comes to vacations. Like, we love to go to museums. We love to go see, I don't know, I mean, Paris is a city where you can kind of just like wander around and look at the architecture. I think this is maybe like a stereotypical thing that like North Americans do when they go to Europe, just like stare at everything because everything is so beautiful and ancient, but we kind of like to do that. And we definitely have more of a relaxed attitude when it comes to travel. We are not the ones that are like, okay, we wake up and at 9 a.m. we have to go do this and we have to go do that. Like, we're very much like, this is a vacation. We're gonna relax. Maybe we'll go, you know, to a cafe, read, you know, at a Parisian cafe for an hour or so, go for a stroll, you know, I don't know. It's like, it's a vacation. You should just like enjoy yourself. So, I mean, usually what we do when we go on vacation is like we pick certain things, like if there's certain monuments or museums that we really want to see, we kind of like write that down or keep a mental note, and then we go do those things. And then other days it's kind of like, you know, just more relaxed. So Paris for a while, and then I used to live in Normandy, in Rouen. So we're gonna go to Rouen for a few days. I'm not sure how many days, but it's really easy because there are so many fast trains in Europe. I think it's like an hour or hour and a half maybe from Paris to Rouen. And then when we're in Normandy, we can also take other trains for like day trips. We can go to like see the Beige tapestry. We might go see Le Mont Saint-Michel, but I think that's more of like, you have to get a car to drive to it. But anyway, we can go to Vernis. There's just like a bunch of things to do. Also, I think we're going to go see Versailles, but I think that's more when we're in Paris because it's just outside of Paris. So I'm sure there'll be like trains to get to and from Versailles. This whole fast trains within a country and getting from one city to another like super fast is such a novelty that we don't really have here in North America. So we are just getting really excited, and I think we're getting like a little bit ahead of ourselves because my husband and I were joking, like when we're in Paris, we could like theoretically take the train to London for the day, or like fly with like SqueezyJet or Ryanair or one of those and just like fly to London for the day, because also fares are so cheap. So anyway, I'm not sure if it'll happen. It would be amazing if we just flew to London for the day. That would be pretty amazing. We'll see. I'm hoping it happens. And then also, we're thinking of going to a third city. And I'm not sure where to go because like I've lived in Normandy, but it would be kind of fun to go somewhere new. And I think part of me wanted to stay more north because I didn't want to travel too much. But then realizing that the trains are so fast and all we would have to do is just like take the train back to Paris. Like if we wanted to go somewhere else, we could just take the train from Rouen back to Paris and then Paris to somewhere else. We could go like maybe more southern-ish. We could go to like Lyon maybe, or we could go more east. We can go in like Strasbourg area. I'm not really sure. I don't know. Anyway, if you have suggestions for places to visit in France, let us know because I love Normandy. It's beautiful, but it would be also fun to visit and discover something new. I'm just buffing out the red now. And I'm very excited to bring my husband to where I used to live when I was younger. I lived in France after I graduated university. I worked as a teaching assistant at a university. I guess like my title was like lecturer. So I taught first and second year university English to French students. It was an amazing experience. I mean, living in Europe when you're like 23, like living like halfway across the world, regardless of where you live when you're in your early 20s, that's like, honestly, I think the best experience you can give yourself. I know that my audience that watches me is like my age or older, but if you are younger or if you have kids, like I honestly, like if you can just travel and live abroad for a year or two, it's the best gift you can give yourself. Because like when else are you gonna go and like live in a foreign country, in a foreign continent? You're not gonna do it when you have a mortgage, when you have kids. You're not gonna do that. You have to do it when you're young. And it's such a cool experience. It's terrifying and it's such a challenge, like on so many levels. I remember when I moved to France, I didn't know anyone. I had a job, like I had a contract, and I had the name of a few acquaintances, like friends of friends, but I didn't actually like have any contacts. So I moved to France with like half a dozen suitcases and no apartment. Like who does that? Like thinking of that now, it sounds crazy. Like if someone was like, you know, you should move to like China and you have a job, but you don't have an apartment, I would be like, no, that sounds crazy. But when you're 22 or 23, you're okay with it. It worked out. I mean, I guess I was in a situation where I knew that it would have to work out. I was like, well, it has to work out because it has to. So I'm just going to go and it's going to work out. And it did. So, and we're going to be in Paris around Halloween. And we're planning on going to visit the catacombs anyway, so maybe there'll be something extra spooky for that time of year. I'm really excited to go in the fall because first of all, it's like off season, so it won't be, Paris will always be busy, but not as busy as like peak summer season. And also, the past several vacations we've taken have all been really warm. Like last year we went to Greece, the year before that we were in Italy, the year before that, we were in Spain. So they've always been really warm vacations. And I'm excited to just like not be sweating when I'm on vacation, you know? It'll be nice to wear the makeup that I want, the clothing that I want, and just be like, you know, Parisian chic in the fall. How wonderful is that? I really hope we go to London for the day. That just sounds so jet set, excuse me, like, because those like Ryanair and Squeezy Jet planes, they're really cheap if you just like have carry-on, because we would just go for the night. We could just, you know, hop on the plane. But I'm not sure if it would be easier to take the train, because like the channel, because if we go to the airport, there's like security and all that. And I know there's some security for the train, but like not as much. And also when you take the train, you take it from Paris to London. Like, isn't it like St. Pancras or something? In London, like it's downtown, like, well, you know, like center. You don't have to like shuttle to and from the airport. So as you can see, I'm just kind of like alternating between adding more red and then just blending it out. So anyway, before I go on vacation, I'm thinking of doing some videos on like travel makeup, travel skincare, like what I'm gonna pack for the plane and all that. But anyway, if you have ideas of what you want to see related to France and travel, you know, talking about makeup, perfume, skincare, just let me know, like for different ideas you guys would want to see. I might do like a tutorial or two while I'm there. I'll probably go shopping at Chanel in Paris. I'm so excited. So I could do like a haul of what I buy. You know, let me know. And whenever I go on vacation, I'm always conflicted about whether or not I want to do like a travel vlog, because I find that vlogging sometimes takes me out of the element of just travel itself. It kind of feels like work, and like I enjoy it because I get to look back at it, and also I know you guys would want to see it, but then it kind of takes me out of the vacation mode element. So I think what I'll do is just like pre-film a lot of videos and then stagger them out during the vacation, because I normally post 3 videos a week. So maybe I'll post like 2 videos a week for those weeks that I'm on vacation, and then film a couple while I'm there, and then that's it, because I deserve a vacation too. So I want to keep blending out this red, but I'm going to go into my Gelée Terracotta palette here. This is part of their summer collection. I'm going to go into the lighter shade. It's a bronzer, but I'm just going to use this to buff out this here. So taking the more taper side of this brush, I'm just going back into the same red eyeshadow as before and tracing that under the bottom lashes. Okay, so now I'm going to go into this Chantecaille eyeshadow. This one is called Lion, and it's described as a golden copper. I'm going to go ahead and place this over top of the red, just using my finger. I think I'm placing it just like on the inner half here. And I'm just going to go back into the red shade just to make sure it stands out in the corner here. Okay, let's go ahead and do the face makeup, and then we'll finish up the eyes after. I'm going to go into my Westman Atelier foundation stick. This is in the shade called 3. And then for the concealer, I'm going to go into my Chanel Palette Essentiel number 160 Beige Medium, and I'm going to use the concealer from this. Okay, so now I'm going to go back into my Terracotta palette and use it as actual bronzer. Okay, and for the blush, I'm going to go into my Chantecaille Cheek Gelée in the color called Vibrant. This is part of their fall collection. It's a beautiful color. I find that it's easiest if I put some of it on the back of my hand, and then I work it with a brush here, and then I just dab it on. Ooh, that's a lot of color, but you can blend it out. And then if there's too much, I just go in with my damp makeup sponge just to kind of correct a bit. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and top it off with a bit of mascara. I'm using the NARS Climax mascara. So for the lip, I'm going to go into a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick called Bond Girl. And I want to put a little bit of lip gloss over top. This is the Dior Lip Maximizer in 012 Rosewood. So there you guys go. This is the finished look. I really like mixing the red with the gold. I like the idea of just like mixing and matching some new and old releases. I mean, not really old, but like some summer releases with some fall releases. If you don't have like the exact same shades at home, you can surely find something close enough to kind of mix it. I think just the general principle was using a matte color and then a shimmer over top, and red and gold were really nice. This red is kind of like a berry, dark, kind of plummy. I don't know, it depends on what you're wearing and your skin color. I think it's a really nice color for fall. This is very like fall themed, so it's beautiful for the season. Anyway, I think this is all I have for you guys for today. So thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.